Today we're going to talk about customer service. Every day, companies are vying to get your attention, to sell you their product. They have a huge marketing department, they spend a lot of money, they're in television shows, they have commercials, they're on YouTube with product placement, and they're in magazines and billboards. They're everywhere trying to get you to buy their product. And when a company convinces you to buy that product, what happens if there's a problem becomes customer service, and how they deal with it defines the company. Ever since GPS took off in cycling, I've been a big Garmin fan. All the research I did in the beginning said that Garmin had the best GPS, it pinged the most times to give you a more accurate picture of your ride. So I went with it. My first Garmin was a 500. And I liked it. It was a great Garmin. And then my kid borrowed it, I guess, because I thought I lost it, but then I found it later. But in the time that I thought I lost it, I went out and bought the 810, so I could download maps. And I liked the 10 series so I could Bluetooth my information and not have to hook it up to my computer after every ride. Totally like that. So I loved my product. I bought it as a bundle because that was on sale where I bought it. So it came with the heart rate monitor and a few other things. And I never really used my heart rate monitor because it was uncomfortable. I didn't really need it. I rode a lot. I knew what my heart was doing. I knew what zone I was in just by how I felt. But recently, I've been off my bike for about 4 months now, and I'm getting back into bike riding. And in that time, of course, I gained weight, and I need to lose that weight. So the best way to do that, aside from diet, is zone training. And zone training requires a heart rate monitor. So when I got my heart rate monitor out of my drawer, and I put it on, and I turned on my Garmin, it didn't work. So I was like, oh, this sucks. So I went out and I bought a new battery. I put that in there. I put on my heart rate monitor, I turned on my Garmin, and it didn't work. It's like, damn. So then I called Garmin. So the first person I talked to was Josh. And Josh was like, hey, why don't you do this, this, and this? I did that, and that, and it still didn't work. He was like, well, do you have it on? I said, no. He's like, well, why don't you get it wet and put it on? I was like, okay. So I did that, and it worked. I was like, oh, well, I'm kind of dumb. So I used it that ride and it was great. I love seeing my heart rate right on my Garmin 810. And then the next time I went out for a ride, it didn't work. I did everything. I got electrolyte gel. I did everything to try to make it work. I even went out and bought another battery just in case. Didn't work. So recently I bought a Garmin Forerunner 235. That I use for kind of everyday life, and I'm gonna start getting into running to lose some of that weight. It has a built-in heart rate monitor on my wrist, but heart rate monitors on your wrist are not good for zone training. If you need the strap to get a really accurate, very quick response to the heart rate read. You're not gonna get that in the built-in. So this time I called Garmin again and I talked to a guy named Mike. And Mike takes me through every step as I had already done, but he wanted to see me do it, and I did it and it didn't work. And he says, well, we need to get your heart rate up. And I looked at my Garmin 235 and it said I had a heart rate of 73. And I told him that. And he's like, how do you know what your heart rate is if that isn't working? I said, I have it on my 235. He's like, oh yeah, so let's try this. So he had me broadcast my heart rate from my 235 to my Garmin 810. And it worked. He's like, okay, it's your strap. I'm like, yeah. He's like, let me see if the warranty still covers it. Of course the warranty doesn't cover it when there's a problem, right? That's how it always works out. And I don't buy extended warranties. So, but he said to me on the phone, he's like, Kevin, you've never really worn this. I don't feel good about having you go out and buy one. Let me see what I can do about that warranty. After about a minute, Mike came back to the phone and he said, we're gonna ship you a new heart rate monitor. He's like, I just don't feel good about this, and neither does my boss. So we're gonna go ahead and send that to you. So I told him my address and he's like, great. He's sending me a new heart rate monitor. The point I wanna make with this video is they don't know at Garmin if I wore it every single day and my sweat had corroded it over 2 years. But I didn't lie. I was sincere in my voice, and their employees are really good. I think they heard my sincerity and they wanna make a satisfied customer. That is customer service. And just to show Mike, if you're watching it, this is my old heart rate monitor, very clean. I actually talked to you this morning and my new one's coming on Monday. I can't wait. So that is customer service. And Garmin makes an amazing product and has amazing customer service. If you're looking to buy a GPS or a heart rate monitor, or I guess something for your airplane or car, I would recommend Garmin because they have great customer service and an amazing product. I am a loyal customer now. Well, I think that just about covers it. Customer service. If If you like this episode and you found it helpful, please subscribe to my channel. Please tell everybody who's a bike rider in your life to subscribe to my channel. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter. I'm everywhere. And until the next time, I hope to see you out there on the road.